What is one of the greatest asset classes that you can focus on over the next 10 years? I would say RV parks are definitely in the top 3. Today we're in Montana at Glacier Peaks Mountain RV, no wait, what the is the name of this place? We're at Glacier Peaks RV Park in Montana, a park that I bought this last 12 months for $5 million, no money out of my pocket, no credit check, and while that sounds cool, most of you guys are not surprised by that. That's all I do is creative finance. My name is Morby. I'm the Subto King. It's all I do is Subto, seller finance, and other creative strategies. But today we're not going to talk so much about this park. We're going to talk about how you can do this too. And we're going to answer some of the questions that I see in my DMs all the time. Should I start with an RV park if it's my first deal? How do I find an RV park? How do I know if it's a good deal? Why should I even go after them? What's the difference between an RV park and a mobile home park? Today, we've got a live audience with us, and we're gonna have them help answer those questions as we walk through and give you a tour of the park. Let's go. All right, we are here with members of our community, Subto, Gator, Top Tier TC. We are at this park. We're gonna go through and ask questions that the audience might want to ask themselves. Before I do that, I'm gonna break down this deal for you guys, so you guys know where we're at. You guys don't know anything about the deal. This park, we bought this for $5 million, 5% down. How much money is that? $250,000. Where did I get the $250,000 from? Private money lender. I have a private money lender on this deal. I'm paying that private money lender 10% interest, so they receive $2,100 a month. We didn't spend any money on development yet. The seller owned the other park that I own as well. Even though they're a mile away from each other, he was marketing them as 2 different businesses. So when you come to this park, we have 65 RV pads. We also have 40 storage units here, and we have 20 cabins. The guy who owned the parks before me had 2 different techs, 2 different managers, 2 different websites, 2 different everything. Never once did it cross his mind that he should use this park to help promote that one and that one to promote this one. This park also has about an acre where you can tent camp, which is a big deal in Montana. People are coming here going, we want to save all of our money for recreation, fishing, going up to Glacier, buying good food, going to restaurants. We don't want to spend $100 a night in the peak season or $200 a night for a big one, a big space. We want to spend 20 bucks a night and just camp on the grass. We have camping here. We don't have camping at the other park. So people will call the other park and say, hey, do you guys do camping? I don't see anything on your site. And they go, no, we don't do camping. Go somewhere else. Instead of saying, this park doesn't do camping, but our other sister park does camping. Let me book it for you. Never once did any cross promoting. So when you guys ask the question of, well, how is it being undermanaged and why would the seller sell to you? You should also be able to have social media and you should have YouTube content talking about the area. Imagine if this park and that park had a YouTube channel just talking about Glacier and the fun places to eat, but it was a channel that was like, why we love Montana, and we subtly insert in every video to stay at this park. Really smart marketing that doesn't really cost any money, and it's evergreen, it stays there forever. The other thing that the guy was not doing is he was not asking for reviews, which sounds so stupid and simple, but all you have to do is go, hey, we'll give you $10 off your stay if you give us a review before you leave. So there's little simple things that don't really cost you money that you can do at a park like this. Why was the seller selling the park? KJ? Mismanaged, wasn't growing as well as he thought. What else? Tired. He lives in Bozeman, he's 5 hours away. Biggest reason on top of all of those is that he's having family strife. So he partnered with a family on this park and that other park. Some of the family members are like, I'm in a bad situation financially, I need all my money out. So it put Eric in a weird situation where he's like, I gotta buy these people out, I gotta get out of here. So this park, we took over an SBA loan and he seller financed the majority of the equity. So the SBA loan was like 1.2 million. So we bought that sub 2. So can I do RV parks sub 2? Yes. The remaining equity of like 3 point whatever million dollars, that was purchased seller finance at 4% interest, and I have a 10-year note on it. So I have 10 years to stabilize, get this up and going, and refinance him out.
Explain the difference, if there is any, in sub-2ing an SBA loan.
Okay, so sub-2ing an SBA loan. I bought on contract for deed because the SBA lender will actually look at the deed transfer. If you look up the property, you'll see that the owner, Eric, is still on the deed, but he's signed it over to me and we control it. We have the physical deed, it's signed off on, notarized and let go, so he no longer has control of the property, and he's already signed the contract for deed and we've gone through a title and escrow company.
How long is the SBA loan?
The SBA loan's like 20 more years. Plenty of time, yeah.
I got a question to kind of piggyback off of that. So I know a lot of like commercial loans don't allow for second position lenders,
Yeah.
and you said that you had the seller do seller financing. How does that structure look like? Is it kind of just within like an operating agreement?
And so it's such a great question. So the structure is the same way that we would do a structure of a Morby method. So the owner is still inside the LLC that I own. So if I default or whatever else, he takes over the entire LLC. He doesn't have to foreclose, he just takes over the LLC. The payment I make to the seller is inside the operating agreement as a buyout of the LLC. So I'm not buying this park from him, I'm buying him out of the LLC. So if I default, inside the operating agreement, it states, if I default, I do something wrong, he just comes in and takes over the LLC and kicks me out of the LLC.
What's the exit strategy?
Keep it.
Refi till you die.
Refi till you die, yeah, we'll keep it long term. Where do we find deals like this? What's that? Crexy's are really great ones. For somebody, if I'm in the community, if I'm in Subto, is it impossible for me? If I actually just reach out, network with people, it's basically impossible not to do deals. Whether you want to lend money, you want to borrow money, you want to do single family, multifamily, RV parks, whatever it is, you have a question about RV parks, who do you call? Dustin Kircher, student number 13 in Subto. If I go to Crexy.com right now, and I go into the search bar and all I do is type in owner finance or seller finance, I'm gonna find industrial, commercial, warehouses, RV parks, multifamily, gas stations, car washes, etc. So this property actually came from Crexy. So Jordan Reyes inside the Subto community, Jordan Reyes heard I was moving to Montana and I said, I wanna buy RV parks in this area. He goes on Crexy, he sees that the broker lost these listings. They were listed for 9 months. He reaches out to the broker. Broker flies out here and we say, we want to buy these on seller finance. The broker says, absolutely not. Why would the seller do that? We called the seller directly and we go, here's the terms, we can save you money on taxes, blah, 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 blah. He goes, why hasn't my agent brought this up to me? I go, he says he's offered it to you and you said no. He's like, nobody's ever brought this up to me. And so we started working directly with Eric, but because we triggered the broker got back involved.
And he made the process go slower.
People get their mind worked up about the first 3% of a deal. The first 3% of a deal is looking it up, making an offer, starting the conversation. That's 3% of the deal. Once I get a contract, I open escrow, that's the other 97%. As you've closed deals before, you know like all the crap and all the challenging things are actually after you sign the contract. And so a lot of people are just like, oh my gosh, I'm afraid to submit an offer. It's like, dude, send out as many offers and have as many conversations as you can because that first 3% is the easy part. The hard part is after you get the contract. I would do that on Crexy. Crexy's overwhelmed with it. What's another place I can go right now to find? LoopNet's really good too. Landwatch. I love Landwatch so much. It's slept on, nobody talks about it. What's another place that I could go right now? The MLS. There's properties like this on the MLS all the time. Another place to go. Where's another place I could go?
Find it straight off of Zillow.
Right off of Zillow.
I've even seen it on Facebook Market.
That was number one. That was the easy one. That's too easy. That's the cheat code. Craigslist. Next question. Mobile home park versus RV park. What's an RV stand for?
Recreational vehicle.
Right, so this is recreation. Mobile homes are living. It's like there's a little bit of crossover between the two. And so people get them confused very easily. But this is recreation. There should be activities here. It should feel like summer camp. It should feel like Yogi the Bear is gonna pop out of the woods. It's camping. It's camping. If I'm brand new, I've never done a deal before, single family or otherwise, never even flipped a house. I don't even know how to comp a house. Should I be going and looking to buy an RV park?
Yes, I would say yes.
Okay, why?
We have the community to partner with.
Okay, so if you have somebody in the community, let's say, for example, you brought up Dustin Kircher. Shout out Dustin Kircher, we love you, brother. Do you think Dustin would cut me in on some of the equity? Anybody here would do something like that? Okay, cool. So I can do it if I'm brand new. What if I'm by myself? I'm not in the community, I'm just a YouTube warrior. Should I be buying an RV park myself?
No.
If you want to fail a bunch of times along the way.
Do it if you have the courage to fail forward.
Yeah, it's not,
can
it's
try.
not
That's a good
impossible,
answer.
but it's definitely hard.
Yeah.
I like that. If you are somebody a little bit more adventurous and you're saying, I'm good with making mistakes and I'm okay sleeping in that bed that I make, and you go, I know I'm gonna screw up, but I'm gonna screw up and go forward in my life rather than be stuck on YouTube land, then yes, go that route. Where should I start? If I'm brand new, I have no real estate experience, where should I start? What kind of deal should I do first? What do you guys think? everybody's opinion is going to be a little bit different, which is so great.
I mean, our first big deal was an apartment deal, so
one we did with
we're a
you.
little biased.
Oh yeah.
So you could do any deal. It's just about finding the right person to do it with.
Single family, I feel like gets you over the hump and gets you proof of concept. I also think single family is better in a lot of ways because you have more relationships, like a lot more agents that are available, a lot more deals. The frequency of single family deals compared to multifamily and RV parks, thousands more deals, right? So you're gonna see a lot more. If I'm gonna go out and catch fish, do I wanna go after like the most prestigious fish that's the big boy? Or do I wanna start in a stream with a lot smaller fish? Get the skills. Hopefully this video has been helpful for you. Please let us know what you guys wanna know about RV parks. This RV park, we'll probably do a whole series on it and show you guys what we do over the next several years. Let us know. We'll be back here multiple times. We'll show you certain things, like how much do the 40 self-storage units bring in? Are they full? I actually don't know the answer to that question. So comments, make a comment down below. Any other questions?
What are the top 3 things you like about RV parks?
Okay, this is so good. Top 3 things that we like about RV parks. Great freaking question. Number 1 reason is affordability. Affordable vacationing, people can live here. What's the largest problem to solve in America regarding real estate? Affordability. RV parks, mobile home parks solve affordability problems. Number 2, what do I have to maintain? The grounds. Where's the framing? Where's the wood rot? Where's the mold? Where's the hail damage? Where's the vandalism? Where's the squatters? The management is done very cost effectively because I can give the person that's managing my park the least desirable spot and they're grateful. What's the third one? Revenue. And what's great about it is very unlike a single family home. Single family homes are priced based on comps. RV parks are not priced based on comps, they're priced based on cash flow. And if I can get my income to go up on the same park, which telling you what I did earlier, you think that's gonna be possible? Like marrying the 2 websites, making sure they're helping each other, reducing expenses by having 1 maintenance guy. All of those things hit my bottom line. My net operating income is where my value of my property comes in, your cap rate. So all I have to do is increase revenue on the same park. I don't have to improve the actual park and spend money. I can do little tweaks here and there, and I can take a $5 million park and turn it into a $10 million park in 3 years.